situation where I was not gonna believe it until I saw it.
But after thorough investigation, we know what the actual issue is. And I know that a lot of you guys are gonna have a hard time believing this because I did as well. This is the truth. Because my lipstick component is a silver, shiny, almost metal-like material, my lab, instead of using a standard glove that they would use in the lab, they decided to use white cotton gloves. They're like fluffy white gloves because they didn't want the standard gloves to put any smears on this component, to in any way have any sort of prints on it. So they wanted to do a white fluffy glove. First, when I heard this, I thought, but wait, how are a couple people wearing white fluffy gloves gonna put this many fluffy white little fuzzies all over my product? That doesn't make sense, right? Well, then once I started seeing videos and I started seeing proof, and then my team actually did our own investigation, it actually made a lot more sense in my mind, and I'll tell you guys exactly what that is. We have several people, up to 20 people, working on my lipsticks on the line every single day as they are being produced, and every single one of those people are wearing white gloves. When I tell you guys how many times a day they have to change gloves and put on new ones, it's crazy. Every time they need to take a call, they have to step off the floor, off the line, out of the production area, they have to take off their gloves, and they have to get brand new ones when they walk back in. They have to take off their hair nets, they have to take off their beard nets, they have to replace everything once they come back in. They don't get to walk out, go to the bathroom, put on the same gloves, and come back in. So when you think about 15, 20 people working on a line, all replacing their gloves every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour, hour and a half, it's a lot of brand new, freshly white gloves coming in to that region that is spreading lint all over the product. Not acceptable at all. And the second we saw this, we changed to different gloves that will not be giving this issue whatsoever.
Completely, and it's so messy. But this is the Hourglass Metallic. I can't because these fell out of the pan, and this is like freaking expensive. So as you can see, they sort of do have like a similar vibe to them. I'm gonna swatch these Hourglass ones and show you. They don't sell this palette anymore. I think this was limited edition as of a few years ago. I'm not 100% sure, but here is the Hourglass Metallic strobe lighting palette, which is awesome. I love it so much. And then here are the Jaclyn Hill ones. So they do look and feel very similar to the Hourglass ones, which is not a bad thing. Hourglass is one of my favorite brands. They have beautiful product, and these do feel very luxurious like those, and it gives a very similar vibe because that metallic strobe lighting palette is also very shimmery. So
love you guys, and I value the friendship that I have built with you. You guys have been through so much with me. Like, you've been through my anxiety, my depression. I opened up about, my abusive relationship in the past. I talked to you guys about my divorce. Like, you guys have gone through so much with me, and I'm not gonna all of a sudden not talk to you about something. So although there's been many people who've advised me just not to say anything and just shut my mouth and just zip it up, I just can't do that because my relationship with you guys is more important than you honestly understand. But yeah, I'm sure that I'm gonna say a lot of stupid things in this video and things that people are gonna pick apart, and I'm not gonna be my absolute best because I feel very, very, very nervous and very vulnerable right now and like kind of weird, which is fine. But when I get nervous, like, I don't say things the way I want to. So hopefully I can do this one time and not have to do it again. I just want to be completely honest with you guys. Passion, I don't want to say my real passion. It's one of my strongest passions, that along with developing makeup. I've wanted to create and own my own cosmetic brand since I worked at MAC Cosmetics at Woodfield Mall in Chicago when I was 20 years old, which was 9 years ago. And that's always been my dream, and that's why this whole thing has been so hard for me, because I completely failed. Like, I say it every day and I'm still just like, I choke on those words. Like, my launch
was a failure.
It failed. It sucked. I spent so much time working on that brand. I spent so much time hyping people up. I was so excited and I was so confident. And honestly, I was so confident that I was almost cocky, to be quite honest, because I was just like, this is gonna be the best thing that people have ever seen. The best lipsticks the market has ever seen. Like, I was working with the best lab, with the best people. I had spent all this money. I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I was so confident to the point of cockiness. There's so many rumors out there, which I'm honestly, guys, I'm not going to address them. Like, I'm not here for that, because if I start to address the rumors, I would be making a video that's 2 hours long. I'm not gonna do that. Had this in my house for quite some time, and I'm sorry if there's fingerprints on it because everybody that comes in and out of my house has been opening this and looking at it. But here we have it right here. I love this. I love this so much. You know that I had to go over the top for the holidays, right? Like, I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was January or February, I would still go over the top. But inside we have the Jaclyn Cosmetics Highlight Collection.
Now for me personally, I'm a little bit nervous at this time purchasing another product from her just because it has been, in my opinion, a little bit of a short amount of time between launches. You guys may disagree with that, but I do think it's only been about 4 to 5 months since the lipstick launch. And for me, just kind of on the very slight, minimal information that I do know about producing makeup, it seems to me like you need a little bit more time than that to kind of test products, samples, release like formulation, release a collection, get PR ready, packaging. Like, to me, it seems like it's a little bit too tight. So I'm thinking that she must have started it at the same time as the lipsticks, which is totally fine. If the labs are different, then I can see there's gonna be a different product being pushed out for the next release. I'm wondering if the lessons learned between the launches has had enough time between them to really like secure that this highlight collection is gonna be solid.